tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Coming into an easeful posture for meditation. Do a little meditation on compassion for beings of many kinds tonight. Bring the body into a posture that enjoys stillness. So comfortable enough to relax into, alert enough to not fall asleep through. Just balancing the energy of being awake, being alive, being present, being right here, right now. And connect with the body breathing. Natural breath through the nose rises and falls. Maybe a few fuller or deeper breaths as we begin to settle. And as a beginning to reflecting on beings, their safety, their well-being. In the physical realm, begin by just sensing your own body. As you feel your body in the posture, your body breathing. You might connect with the quality of the body that is vulnerable, tender, the softness of the body, the softness of the skin. You might sense this by tuning into sensation and feeling pressure, texture, temperature, vibration, contact. All of these ways that our soft body finds itself, knows itself in contact with the world around it. Sensation tells us when contact is being made. So you might feel the firmness of the seat that you're on, whether chair or bench or cushion, floor. And you might feel the texture of your clothing or of the air on your skin. All of these kinds of contact. And then the way that much of that contact is either neutral or pleasurable, not startling or alarming or painful. And then if there's a mix of comfort and discomfort, pleasure and pain, begin by noticing the pleasurable. Any sensation that's sweet, simple, the warmth of the hands touching each other, the softness of cloth. The gentle coolness of the breath coming in to the nose. The wave of the breath moving through the body. And the pressure on the seat that's not too much. And you might even here feel grateful for comfort, grateful for safety. And physical safety can be felt to the extent that we're not having sensations that are painful or threaten pain or injury. Can you feel my body is safe in this moment where I am in this place? And this is a subtle feeling, and it's poignant and tender. Emotions may arise, feelings circling around this sensation of the body being somewhat safe, hopefully very safe, in this place, in this moment. And of course, if you're doing a practice like this and you're in a place or a moment where the body is not feeling safe physically, where there's injury or threat of injury, attending to that, changing the posture if needed to make injury less likely. And then, of course, if the danger is relational from other animals or people, addressing that situation to get safe. And come back again and again in this life, every day really, to doing what we must to keep this body safe, safe from extremes of temperature, human and animal, activity, including violence, natural forces, illness. We feel our relative well-being and safety here. And from that place, from feeling the sweetness of sensations being non-threatening and the sense of safety, we can turn our attention outward. And for this practice, we'll think of classes of beings all at once. The foundation is just resting with the heart and mind present in the body, present with the felt sense of well-being and safety. And we'll start with beings more like us and move out to beings less like us physically. Beginning with other beings related to us in our families and close community circles. You can just feel the wish for these people to be safe and protected. Or you can say the phrases of metta. May you be safe and protected. And we'll just focus on that one for now. We very specifically wish that these people experience the pleasure of feeling safe and being physically safe as much as possible, and being protected from all kinds of harm. And then we'll go out to further rings of people, folks we don't know well or who are in other communities around us, neutral people, people who may share living in my city or area, speaking my language or dialect. And this includes people that are difficult for me, folks with different political positions, folks with different ancestries and heritages and cultures. May these folks who are different from me also know the feeling of safety and be safe and protected from harm. And just follow that as ripples opening outward, or like a voice projecting across a vast valley from a mountaintop, spreading outward to be heard by all humans, even those very distant and distant countries and lands who speak distant languages with distant customs. May they be safe, protected from harm, and know the feeling of safety. Just notice what it's like to include all humans in your wish for well-being. And then we'll continue to our close relatives in what we call the animal kingdom, which includes us. So we jump the species barrier and we remember our kin, the great apes, the many kinds of hominids, and our close friends, the social mammals, the dogs, the many animals that we relate to, that we project feelings and onto whose feelings we truly communicate with and begin to understand across the deep barriers of language and perception. And all the great mammals that we find we can identify with. May they be safe, protected from harm, and know the feeling of safety. And including here the livestock, the animals who have co-evolved with humans in this complex relationship where we care for them but use their flesh, fur, milk, eggs, feathers, skin, bones, in endless ways for our nourishment and protection and health. And just acknowledging the long relationship we have with the cow, people, and the chickens, pigs and sheep and goats. May all the livestock be safe and protected and know the feeling of safety. I think it's important to include this in our practice, even if we hold a kind of animist view that the interdependent relationship is reciprocal and has its own holiness. We know that all beings prefer pleasure to pain and fear death. And so we bow to the recognizable experience of longing for safety. And opening further to the bird people, the domestic birds, the chickens and ducks and turkeys and geese, and beyond the raptors, the owls, the songbirds, the hummingbirds, all the bird people, and all the swimming people, the mammal swimmers, the whales and dolphins, and the fish people and the crustaceans, the many kinds of swimmers, the amphibian people, the frogs that are singing through the night as I sit with you. May all of these animal people, our neighbors, our kin on this planet, may they be safe and protected from harm and know the feeling of safety. All the insect people, so hard to love sometimes, in their countless millions, following a rhythm we often don't understand, or speaking a language that is so distant from us, but still fearing pain, not preferring to die. May they be safe, protected from harm, and know the feeling of safety. Beyond, toward beings that it's hard to even feel or connect with their feeling states. But we extend this same model outward with the understanding that life prefers life, even as life and death exist in a ceaseless dance. The bacteria people, the viruses, the microscopic people, the little mites, all the tiny beings that fill our bodies and our water and our earth and our air with their bodies and their lives. And the plant people, from the great redwoods to the tiny grasses, all of the light drinking, photosynthesizing communities that surround us, in the grass, the trees, the bushes, all the kinds of plants, from the ones we resonate with, the roses, the redwoods, the great trees, of course, down to the ones that we ignore, the common grasses, the common shrubs, the ones that are difficult for us, the crabgrass, the poison oak, the invasive kudzu, whatever it is where you live. In the Buddhist tradition, understanding that these plants have spirits, little fairy beings that express a kind of consciousness. May they be safe, protected from harm, and know the feeling of safety. All the plant beings, all the animal beings, those that we don't know and don't remember and don't know how to honor, may they be safe, protected from harm, and know the feeling of safety. And the ancient rock people, the most ancient and slow moving of the ancestors, the bones of the earth itself, the stone people on this planet and on so many planets, swirling in space, orbiting the stars. May the rock people, however they perceive the world and their place in it, may they be safe, protected from harm, and know the feeling of safety. And whatever the wakefulness of all the elements is, conceived in the ancient world as gods, earth, water, fire, wind, space, mind, all of these perceived and conceived as conscious. In whatever way that is true or reflects reality in a useful way, may those beings be safe, protected from harm, and know the feeling of safety. And so we arrive to finish the meditation at the heart of the perfection of wisdom, which is an understanding that the entire universe and everything in it vibrates with an aliveness, because our own consciousness can't be separated from any part. And just as we see others being conscious, and we know what consciousness is like ourselves, we understand that the entire universe has a kind of consciousness different from ours, but connected. And so we enter the great compassion, Maha Karuna, the state of the heart without boundaries, the heart that does not exclude any living being or any aspect of the entire cosmos, because there is nothing in the cosmos separate from the whole. So taking a moment to just rest in whatever way we can contact it in this great compassion. Willing to hold the entire universe in the heart of kindness. And wish for the liberation of the consciousness of the entire universe of beings. because we landed here at the perfection of wisdom. I'll finish the meditation with the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, Prajna Paramita, from the end of the Heart Sutra. Gate gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhi swaha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhi swaha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhi swaha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhi swaha. Hi, blessings in your practice. Thanks for watching. If these resources are supportive for your meditation and your practice, liking and subscribing helps the channel. And there are links in the description below to donate to support the Sangha and my own teaching. And you're welcome to come and join the Tuesday night gathering, which is on donation and open to all. And you can find information for that on the website. So blessings in your practice. Take care.